Um, Hi. So I've had someone ask me a couple of questions here. They say, "What's the channel about?" Well, it's about living here. It's about being off grid on your own piece of land in New Zealand, and that that bit there, boink, used to belong to me, but I sold it, and it helped pay for a trip to Europe to go and see my family for the first time in 27 years, which is why I've got some European videos on my channel. This is my dog, Lula. My cat's around somewhere. Lula's a good dog. Hey, Lula. Psst. Say hello. Hello. This is 1 acre of grapevines that I planted, which are Shiraz or Syrah, as we call them in New Zealand. And there's my ride-on, there's my dead Elgrand, there's my shed, there's my lean-to, there's my broken roof and my solar panels, there's my house. And this is my bay leaf tree. There's some flowers and herbs, compost pile, and a tangerine tree. And this one is a kaffir lime tree. And down here is another paddock of vines. It's quite big, that paddock, but you can't see it from here. And that is mostly Pinot Gris, but I've not bothered with it for a couple of years now because it's never produced any grapes, so get stuffed. There's rosemary all over the place, which I planted, and there's nasturtiums, I think they're called, with the red flowers. They're beautiful. That's a feijoa tree. That's a feijoa tree. There used to be one in the middle, but the fences ran it over and tore it up because they're pigs. And I put this road in. I bought this place in 2008, and there was nothing here. I mean, this road's a mess, but at least it's here. You can drive here. See, roof. There's a car. Now, there used to be a bigger tree on this where that pile of smoking rubbish is, which I'm trying to burn out the remains of the stump that's left. This used to be quite a big tree, a paruri tree, but it died, and then my house sitter chopped it up for firewood, which was cool. And this, would you believe it or not, is an oak tree which we planted from an acorn. And there's some flowers I'm going to put around the base of it just to make it look prettier than what it is. Oh, there's my cat. She usually comes out for a walk. She is called Pina. Long story to that, involving a Hungarian girl from Budapest. Never mind. Another time. So yeah, house needs fixing up. This car needs selling or fixing, one or the other. Oh, and up there, you can zoom in. Focus. It's not going to focus. Oh, there it is. There's a Land Rover there as well, which is also mine. And yeah, so that's this place. I'd like to get it all nicer looking, of course. Organise the shed. Organise that shed. There's a million jobs to do, and they're all on the list, but I'm not going to kill myself over it. I'm just going to chill out and enjoy it. And if you end up doing jobs all the time, you don't get to enjoy it, unless you really like doing jobs. But you know, you got to keep in whatchamacallit, in front of a glass of wine. And then, so she's asked, this lady has asked a load of questions. So let me get back to them now. What's the channel about? What projects are you doing? Any one of 100 projects. If you're creating products, what's your brand? Well, I'm creating videos, And the brand is Off-Grid NZ. What's your ethics and ethos? Well, I don't have a lot of ethics. I grew up in central London and worked in Oxford Street with my dad on a fruit barrow, so not a lot of ethics. Not a lot at all. Ethos? Well, try to be better. Are you organic based? No, not really. I like 360. What's the talents and skills you bring to this? I can do anything and everything. Just really badly, all of it. How and where and why have you purchased this land? Well, it's north of Auckland, and I bought it because I've always wanted a bit of land. And when you grow up in a cupboard, it's pretty cool when you can finally get your own bit of land and walk around and, you know, not be in a cupboard. It's fab. So yeah, at the moment I haven't long been back from my holiday to Europe, and I found out I'm 1/4 or 1/8 I think great grandparent was Italian, which I never knew. So I went to Rome, not to see anyone, but just because I'd never been to Rome, and I absolutely loved it. So I put some Rome videos up there, and now I'm just going to sit around and learn Italian for about half an hour a day, and that's fun. I'm using Duolingo on the phone, which is good fun, and I'm also trying to learn how to do video editing, which is why I'm trying to do this in one take, so that I don't have to edit it, so that I can put it up on the channel straight away. There's Lula. She's a lovely dog, Lula, but she was an awful puppy. So if you've got an awful puppy, you might get a nice dog one day. Yeah, try not to drop them in a sack in the river. They can turn out quite nice in the end. Alright, I better hang off because my battery's going flat on the camera. So I'm using a Nikon 52. Is it 52? Oh, I can't even see the thing. Nikon